Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Joanne, and in this video I want to share with you a quick overview and review of my latest purchase from the Coach Outlet website, which is yet another Coach notebook. And this time I was really excited to see that they offered the Coach notebook refills. So I picked both of these up. First off, if you've been on my channel, you probably already know that I have a bunch of these notebook covers already. And so I actually have another Coach Outlet notebook cover or notebook, as well as the retail version. So I do have videos on both of these on my channel already. So if you want more further in-depth information and my thoughts and review on these, I do have videos and I will link those down below in the description box so you can check those out if you're interested. But today I'm going to mainly focus, of course, on my recent purchase. So starting off, actually, I did purchase both of these from the Outlet website, and I purchased them at the same time. And during this time, they were having a bunch of sales. So this was at the end of December. So at the time, they were having an additional 25% off everything on the site. And I checked Rakuten and they had 10% cash back. So I took advantage of both. And after, of course, the discount, the cash back, and tax, both of these came out to about $65 Canadian, which I thought was a really good deal for them. And I was really happy to make the purchase. It took about 7 business days for it to arrive on my doorstep. So about like a week and a half, I would say. And they did actually come separately. So they were in different mailers, but they arrived at the same time. And so this notebook came fully wrapped in foam as well as plastic. So usually how I find Coach Outlet pieces to arrive, and the refill just came in a plastic wrap. And of course, like I mentioned, in its separate mailer. So I'm going to talk about this one right after I do a quick review of this notebook. So this is called a notebook on the Coach Outlet and the retail site. It is a leather notebook cover, but it also does actually come with a actual lined notebook on the inside as well. So I always think that's such a great deal because not only are you getting the cover, but you're also getting an actual notebook. And so this one in particular is in the color metallic ash. Unfortunately, it is now sold out last I looked. However, they have still a ton of different designs on the Outlet site, including coated canvas options, as well as the pink version. So they still actually have this one in stock. And so this is the piece that I got. I thought it was so nice for kind of the more holiday winter weather. So I'm really excited to use this. But a quick thing about this is that I noticed in comparison to actually my pink version, I found that the leather was a little bit disappointing. It's much thinner than this pink version, and on top of that, I think because of the metallic coloring or coating on it, it does actually feel a little bit more rough, so not as nice to handle as the pink one, but still really nice nonetheless. On the inside is a black leather, so it is slightly different from the pink one, but aside from that, there's really not much to it. The notebook that it comes with itself is identical to the other notebook from this pink cover. Now, moving on to the Coach refill, really excited to see this available. I imagine they must have offered it in the past as well, but I personally have never seen it available. But now I notice that it's both available on the retail site as well as the Outlet site. And they're actually identical items. The style number is identical, and the price is also the same. So for the Canadian version of the site, both retail and Outlet, this is currently going for $30 Canadian. And so I'm going to do a really quick review and comparison between this refill compared to both the Outlet version as well as the retail version of this notebook. So right off the bat, I would say it is most similar to the retail version of the actual notebooks. Here is the Outlet version. And so if I put it side by side, the real only similarity I can see externally is the coils. So this is the Outlet version and this is the refill. As you can see, they are the same in terms of the coil spacing and the size. But really, aside from that, that's pretty much the only similarity. And then this Outlet version is a silver coil and the refill is black. So that's kind of the end of the similarity between these two pieces. So moving on to the retail version, this is the retail version and this is the refill. So as you can see, they look pretty much identical. The difference definitely in terms of coiling is this one being the retail version, the coils are a little bit bigger and they're also wider spaced than the refill version. They are both black though, and aside from that, a lot of other similarities is this kind of like plastic cover page that goes in front of the actual cover as well. So I'm just going to flip that to the back. So it's the same as this retail version. And then after that, they look identical. So on the back, it's also a kind of like white cover. And then there's also a secondary cover as well, which is in this black color. Again, this is the retail, this is the refill. They're both squared corners, and everything else is the same in terms of the inside with the text here, as well as all of these small graphics. So in between a few of the pages, they have these cute little graphics and just a little bit of text in regards to like the leather of Coach and all that kind of stuff. So it's the same as both the notebooks. I find the lines on the refills to be a little bit darker. I also have to say, I'd say the covers are slightly thicker than the retail line, but still thinner than the outlet. So I'd say it's like in between the both of them. So in terms of my final opinion, in terms of my preference between both the refills, the notebooks themselves, as well as the covers, I would have to say I definitely much prefer the outlet version. I like both the actual notebooks that come in the covers, as well as the covers themselves. And I go a little bit more into this again in some of my other videos, but the notebook itself, I do prefer the rounded corners. I also like the thicker covers that it actually comes in. And in terms of the actual notebooks, although they're the same for the notebooks that come with the covers, I do like the slightly lighter lines. And overall, actually, in terms of the actual pages themselves, I do find that the Outlook notebooks are a little bit thicker, which I also prefer. And in terms of the actual covers, this is an outlet version, this is the retail version. I do still much prefer this button closure. I do find that because of the turn lock mechanism that this sticks out, and so when it's lying flat on a flat surface, this I find juts out and just hits the desk. So I normally have to take out the notebook when I want to write in it on the side of the page, and so that can kind of be annoying. But overall, I think in general for the Coach notebooks themselves, so both the outlet and the retail, I do really like both of them. And there are just so many different options in terms of designs. If you're looking for both the leather versions as well as the coated canvas, I do find coated canvas seems only available in the outlet version. But if you're looking for a lot of cute and different designs in the leather, definitely check out the retail site. And they're always, I find, constantly coming out with new designs. But yeah, that is my video on the latest Coach notebook that I purchased, as well as the refills that are now available. If you have any questions, definitely leave those down in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer them. But aside from that, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch my videos and for subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.